A Santa Fe, New Mexico judge just dismissed Alec Baldwin's involuntary manslaughter case with prejudice. That means the case is over. It cannot be refiled. The reason is as fascinating as this case is tragic.
This is Dr. David Shine, and welcome to Business Law 101.
In October 2021, Alec Baldwin was producing and starring in a new Western movie to be called Rust. While a scene was being rehearsed, Baldwin discharged a handgun, and instead of a blank, a live round was discharged. It hit and killed cinematographer Hala Hutchins and wounded the film's director. As a result, the film's armorer, the person who takes care of the arms that are used in film productions, Hannah Gutierrez, and Baldwin, as the producer of the film, in addition to having discharged the weapon, were charged in the killing. Baldwin has also been dealing with civil suits related to the injuries caused by the shooting. Earlier criminal charges against Baldwin had been dropped. Ms. Gutierrez was prosecuted and found guilty of involuntary manslaughter. She was sentenced to 18 months in jail. Also charged in the case was Assistant Director Dave Halls, who said on the movie set the handgun had no live ammunition in it. He pleaded no contest to a misdemeanor charge of negligent use of a deadly weapon. Interestingly, he was given a 6-month unsupervised probation order. However, the Santa Fe prosecutor presented the case against Baldwin to a grand jury in January of this year. He was able to get an indictment. This time, the case went to trial. In a surprise announcement, the judge dismissed the case 3 days after the trial started this July. The reason is very unusual. According to the ruling of the judge, the prosecution withheld evidence from the defense. Under American jurisprudence, and contrary to television crime shows, any possibly relevant evidence must be provided to the defense attorneys by the state in advance of the trial. Part of the evidence in this case concerned why there were even live rounds on a movie set. Best I can tell, during off hours, some of the cast and crew fired live rounds for fun. It was the responsibility of the armorer, Miss Gutierrez, to make sure any gun on the set was only armed with blanks. It has never been resolved how a gun with a live round could have been handed to Baldwin during the filming. Leading up to the dismissal of the case, it was alleged by the defense team for Baldwin that not all of the live rounds recovered from the set by law enforcement had been disclosed by the prosecutors to the defense. The court held that this prejudiced the defense and that the withholding of the additional live rounds was deliberate by the prosecution. Now, Ms. Gutierrez, who's already been convicted, may use the same argument to appeal her conviction. Now, Baldwin still may face civil claims, but he's likely past any further criminal charges. This is Dr. David D. Shine for Business Law 101. If you've enjoyed this episode, please subscribe on your favorite platform.